Can't believe their luck. Who'd bowl first in these conditions? It's certainly a risk, and the opening bowlers will really need to be on their game.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match.
Wait!
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Misses everything.
Nice.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes!
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Fraser McGurk is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Ballers in!
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yeah!
Super shot.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes!
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap.
No!
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it.
Yes!
Straight to the fielder. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes!
8 runs added there. The Capitals are 15 for none.
Yeah!
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. There's a chance if this hits.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yep!
Timed that brilliantly.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those this over.
Yep.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
A big opportunity. They'd worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield. This should be close.
Nice way to get off the mark.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 24 for 1.
Great shorter ball. Well played though, didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Rabada with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Great shot.
No.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Rabada shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
Super shot that.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Nice.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Oh, nice bowling.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Capitals are 39 for 1. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side, elegant as ever, and picking up good runs.
Waiting. Wait on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Solid defence, very compact.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep. Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Chance to run 2.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Yeah. Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Keepers.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Good pickup, big chance.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Yep, yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yes, nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Nicked it. Now then, was there a feint edge? That's gone. Fine catch by the wicket-keeper.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Power and precision in that shot.
Ballers end.
Good return there, back from the deep. That shot sees them get their innings started.
5 runs in that over. The Capitals are 69 for 3.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler, bowler.
Sharma gets off the mark.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep. No!
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yep.
Catch.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep. No! Yep.
Gone.
Oh,
Excellent
yeah!
catch close to the bat.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Nicely played.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Khan could do nothing about it. Hammered out the ground, just watched it sail away.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Catch!
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Bowling.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Yep, yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Catch it!
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone.
Oh,
Out.
yeah!
What a catch.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yes!
Couldn't get it through the field.
The risk isn't worth it for just a single. In the end, a good decision by the batters.
Wait! Oh, yep!
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat, though.
Yep. No!
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Yep.
Yep!
Needs to be on target.
Off the body and they scamper through for a run.
End of the over, 3 off it. The Capitals are 95 for 5. Khan from the south end.
Yes!
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Out!
Oh, yeah!
Good catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep!
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Catch!
Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Catch it!
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Bowler!
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Catch!
Oh my, that's racing away.
Keeper!
Yep.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Beaten on the drive.
Nice.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. That's the over. The Capitals are 122 for 6. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Wow, power off the front foot, goes all the way.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
Yep.
Drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Keeper!
Good throw from the deep. On target. That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Yep, yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Exactly where you want your fielders to throw as a wicketkeeper, right over the top of the stumps.
Yep.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Bowler!
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
15 runs added there. The Capitals are 137 for 6.
Yes.
Straight to the fielder. This should be close.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Misses everything.
Ball in.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep, yep.
Catch it.
Super shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Great shot.
Good return there, back from the deep. That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
End of the over. 10 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 147 for 6.
Yep.
Yes. Nice bowling.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Rabada with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Oh no. Yes. Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1. Caught. Gone.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
Yep.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Going with pace now.
Yep. No.
Confused on what that delivery was meant to be. Terrible bowling. A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Perfect technique and placement.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep, yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
No.
Start, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep, yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
Well, not going to hang around if that's any indication. Picking up 4 from your first ball.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Rabada shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Sharma won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now. The innings comes to a close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a big score, and it'll be tough to overhaul.
Gujarat get underway, easy as you like, with a single.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep. Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good return, back from the deep.
Yep.
End of the over. 8 off it. Gujarat are 8 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Edged. Unplayable.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary. The captain bringing in the field here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike. The field comes up, looking to stop the easy singles.
Yep.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
End of the over. Gujarat are 15 for none. Start from the south end.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Thick edge. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. 9 runs added there. Gujarat are 24 for none.
Yep.
Yep.
2 full. Got what it deserved.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Bowler.
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it.
Wait on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Gill shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Over. Gujarat are 32 for none.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Edge. What a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Waiting. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 41 for none.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah.
Edge. Amazing delivery. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
That was dangerous bowling. A loose delivery on leg and flicked nicely away for 4.
Yep.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
The first wicket's down. Back to the pavilion and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that. Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just threw the shot too early.
Finds the edge. 7 runs added in that over. Gujarat are 48 for 1. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes. Yep. Wait. Yes.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Some adjustments to the field. Going more defensive with the field choice.
Wait. Yep.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Yeah.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Patel, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Wing. Yes.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
The captain's going to change things around in the field. Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Big edge!
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Massive edge!
Yeah.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
That's the over. Gujarat are 71 for 1.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap. With the changes in the field, the captain looks to be going for a more balanced approach.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Edged.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yes. Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Bowler, bowler.
8 runs added there. Gujarat are 91 for 1. Nair into the attack now from the north end. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nair with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Yep. Yes.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Really good shot that, as they're now into the 20s. They can take plenty of confidence from it going forwards.
Yep, yep.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
The batsman brings up their half century.
A counter-attacking 50 this. Cashed in on the loose deliveries time and again.
Yep.
Eight runs added in that over. Gujarat are 99 for 1.
Yep, yep.
Straight to the fielder. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Loud appeal. Perfect technique and placement.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yeah.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Oh my, that's racing away.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
We're on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
13 runs added there. Gujarat are 112 for 1.
Yes. Keeper.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep. Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
End of the over. Gujarat are 117 for 1. Patel from the south end. Drives and misses everything.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
Caught, did very well to hang on. Not a lot of room, so close to the boundary.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings, but all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
Yep.
Butler ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Keeper.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Yes.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Yes.
Smeared away. Don't think it'll go all the way.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Edged it. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Butler shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yes.
Good bit of timing there.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right,
Yes.
they might just get the wicket.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Nice bowling.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Thick edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 142 for 2.
Yes.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
Yep, yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and just powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Brilliant shot. You couldn't hope to hit it any better than that. It's raced away to the boundary.
Yep, yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yes.
Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Well, at the end of an entertaining performance with the bat, certainly a good wicket to get, the runs were really starting to flow.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep.
Finds the edge. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. And taken. Superb delivery.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep, yep.
Super shot that.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep, yep. Keepers.
A couple on offer here.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters. Excellent one. From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.